too. Oh, that one's battery's not dead. Okay. Hey, are we live? We're live. All right. We're finally live. And this has been a fun process. It really has. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. All right. So I just called this Relationship Experts.
Awesome.
Because we have an expert right here.
That's right.
This is Mariah Wickham, everybody. Mm-hmm. She is a relationship expert and relationship coach, a life coach.
Life coach. Mm-hmm.
And you can see her credentials on mariahwickham.com.
Mm-hmm.
And she has helped many, many people overcome, save marriages, overcome their finances. Mm-hmm. So tell us, so how did you get here to where you are? Tell us
how
a little
did I
about
get here? Well, every story has a rock bottom, right? And so a couple years back, that's where I was at. I was at my rock bottom, you could say, just feeling desperate, feeling like life was just going to be hard forever. Not really feeling satisfied in my marriage, feeling very torn down by a lot of trials and things that I had been faced with. Anyway, so I figured some things out, started with some personal development seminars that I attended.
Awesome.
And I just was to the point where I was like, okay, I'm really ready to see if this will make a difference. Like, okay. I had heard about those things before. I had read books before, but I really was at the point where I wanted to test it. You know, I was done just listening and learning. I wanted
to implement.
Yes. I wanted to take action. So that's what I did. And it started making some massive difference in my life.
Wow. That is incredible.
Yeah.
So to recap, I just posted why, if you agree or disagree, nice guys finish last, if that's true or not. And so keep on listening, and I guys want you to comment and like and subscribe. We're also live on YouTube. So that's really awesome. So you wanted to implement all this knowledge that you gained and help other people. So how's that been going? How's your clients doing?
So well. It's so fulfilling. It's so amazing to see the improvements in their life.
And the change.
Yeah. I started noticing my old self in other people, you know, like, oh, I know exactly how she feels because I've been there. And I know exactly how to help her get out of it. So really great to see them achieve goals, to see them find a sense of purpose, to see them enrich their relationships with their marriage, with their kids, and all of that, just take them to a higher level.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So Mariah also has a live event that she does. Is it at your home? Is it an event center?
Well, my retreat I just wrapped up was at a cabin.
A cabin.
It was at a cabin, yeah. It was for a few days, yeah. But then I do online trainings. So I've had clients from all over the country.
Wow.
Because I do all mine over Zoom, you know, online conference things. So I do my trainings, and I have a 12-week group program that people have really benefited from. And so.
Okay. Yeah, well, I heard this on the radio. Okay, guys. So they asked me this. If you're in a new relationship or you just met somebody, when is it and it's their birthday, by the way, is it appropriate, or when is it appropriate to give them a birthday present? I know it's a long question, but when is it like, I mean, you kind of know them, but you kind of don't. Do you give them a birthday present?
This is a really good question, and I'm probably gonna not give you the answer you think I'm gonna give you. Because it so depends, right? And it's person to person. And so one girl is gonna be like amazed because, wow, you thought of me. I didn't expect that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And another is gonna be creeped out, like, whoa, you're taking it too fast.
Whoa, like slow down, mister. Like I don't even know if I like you.
Yes. So you need to be the other person focused in a relationship, right? So that person that's trying to decide, should I get this birthday present gift? Is it going too far, or would it surprise her, make her happy, or would it charm her, or whatever? you've got to know where she's at and be aware of that. Yeah.
So what if you really don't know like how much she likes you?
Yeah.
Or
well, I don't
you just don't have very many signs or clues to go off of.
Yeah, that's tough. That's
because you don't want to seem like, oh, I'm the nice guy. I got her a birthday present.
Right. And that's, like, yeah, you got to check in with
I'm trying to, like, you know, get on her good side here. I'm going to get her birthday presents.
You got to check in with your own motives, you know. Okay. If you're like, I just want to wow her and
go all out.
And I want her to like give me a shout out on social media because I'm the best boyfriend ever. Like, probably not a good motive, right? Like, but if you're coming from the heart, and I mean, I teach people all the time, like my watch cry is to operate from love, like operate from love. And so if that's truly, your desire to show her that you care, then go for it. You've got to live your truth, and that's your truth. You want to come from love. And if she declines that, if she walks away because she thinks it's creepy, then that's what you got to deal with, right?
Right. I don't know about you. I love getting lots of presents. My brother, I'll get stacks of presents and all these different things. I like to go all out. And so if that creeps them out, then, you know.
That's not your girl. That's not your girl. You got to move on. And she wasn't ready for that. So I do believe in knowing the other person is important, as well as living your truth.
Right there.
If that's how you speak, if that's how you want to connect, then you stand up and be yourself.
Okay. So let's go on to some of the more meatier stuff. Okay. Now, when a guy, so let's go back to the idea, nice guys finish last. And the connotation with that is that when a guy is nice, he creates affection for the girl he's interested in instead of attraction. So do you agree or disagree? What are your thoughts on that?
I don't care if he finishes last. Honestly, I'm just, I guess, a purist. I mean, I just got done saying that I think everyone should operate from love. When you can get rid of all the fear of your life and you can get rid of all the insecurities of your life and truly operate from love, then maybe it doesn't matter if you finish last, right? Like, if you're a nice guy and that's who you are and you're living out your wholeheartedness because that's who you are, then that's who you are. And so I think there's an element when you say it like that there's this element of competition.
Right, against other guys. Well, sometimes it is. She's on her phone and she's got 5 to 10 guys she's texting.
So true.
How are you going to get up to the top?
Yeah, that's true. There is an element of competition out there. I can't deny that. But do you want to win her because you weren't true to yourself? But then you won her, or do you want to be true to yourself and live out that truth and know that you're the right person for you is somewhere else?
Right. And you guys feel free to comment below. I think a lot of it has to do with confidence too.
Oh, absolutely.
Because if you're like kind of playing the nice guy card, but you're like super confident about it, I think that will bring a lot of power.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You see someone rocking like this amazing outfit and you're like, they can pull that off, but I can't, Yeah. And it's all about the confidence. If you're going to do that and you're going to go for it, then you got to own it. You got to believe that you can pull that off.
Yeah.
So if you're the guy that wants to shower a girl with tons of presents and you just met her, then you got to own that. You got to completely just go in there with all the confidence in the world.
Right. Now, going back to that, if you just met her and you're just giving her tons of presents and stuff, won't that create a lot of like affection and just be like, I'm this nice guy. Yeah. You can walk all over me and I'll do anything. I'll do anything for you. I will drop whatever commitment I have. I will drop and attend to your every need.
Yeah.
Doesn't that just kind of like girls get turned off by that? Is that right?
I don't know. I cannot speak for all girls, so I will not try to. I would just, again, go back to your motives, right? Like, are you truly trying to share love? Are you truly trying to share yourself? Or are you just trying to win the girl because it's a competition? Right. I think they're very different.
What if you want to win the girl and her love?
Yeah. Are you doing it for the right reason? You know, are you doing it from your heart? Are you doing it?
Or you're just trying to like get her to go on a date with you or something.
Right. Or just beat the other guy. I mean, it could be both, but you still need to come back to that. What is truly me? Is it truly me to shower someone with a bunch of gifts? If it is, go for it. Right? If it's not,
that could be a love language, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
And some's to receive.
Oh, truly, it's a love language. It's not my love language, but it's other people's. And so you may win you may win her with it, but I think there needs to be some honesty from you. If you're not a gift, authenticity is so important. The world is craving authenticity. So if you're an authentic gift giver and you love doing that, that will shine through.
Right, and she'll recognize that. So for us guys, let's give some advice to the guys. So how do you be more authentic?
How do you be more authentic?
Dating.
Wow.
I know that's really general, but let's
sure.
dive in a little deep.
Yeah, we could talk about this forever. And granted, I have been out of the dating scene for many years. I'm happily married of 15 years, so it's been a long time.
So you're a living success right here. That's right. Guys, listen up.
And my husband is a nice guy. My husband is a super, super nice guy.
Well, tell us how you guys met. So I think that would be really fun.
Yeah, ours was just like a wild and super fast relationship. Common for this area maybe, but we met at the same church that we go to. We had both moved in, or I had moved into a condo complex where he lived. And so we met up when we went to worship services together, you know, and then attended some activities. And we both played soccer, and we found out we liked doing some of the same things, and it was just fast and furious after that.
Fast and furious.
Yes, we met in May, and we're married in September, so that was very fast. But
so what was the thing that like sparked you guys? Like what was like that thing that like made it happen? Because you know, people, they go in and out of relationships and these reasons, but what really made it authentic?
Well, I'm going to go back to the nice guy thing. I honestly am. I got really sick when we were dating. I had mono, and I was a teacher, school teacher at the time. And so I had my summer off, luckily, but I was just like down and out for the count. Like mono takes you out. And I was so sick with all these other things on top of mono. And he would call me from work and he would say, hey, what do you want me to bring home from you? He would come over to my condo and he would unload my dishwasher.
And you guys were dating, right?
Yeah, we were dating. We weren't engaged or anything yet. I was living in a condo. He was living in a condo across the parking lot. And that charmed me like no other. I was honestly not that interested in him at first, like really wondering if really this was the guy I was going to marry. But that charmed me like no other. It won me over. He was going to take care of me. He was going to be there for me. And 15 years later, I am still his top priority.
Wow.
And that has made a world of difference.
So making them your top priority and putting them first really made a difference, especially in times where like she was, you know, sick. You can show like that's a big opportunity to show your loyalty, right?
Yeah, maybe he was like, sweet, she's sick. Maybe he was doing that. I don't know.
Prove myself finally.
Yeah.
Well, that is really awesome.
But that's his authentic self though. So it gave his authentic self a time to shine. So just going back to what I was saying earlier with authenticity, that is truly who he is. Service is his love language. He wants to give and help, and that's so when he can shine in that way, then the love just grows, right?
I think that's a common love language. I think everybody should have that love language.
Yeah.
Service. Yeah. I'm sure you know it helps relationships grow and stay strong together.
Absolutely.
Continually serving, right?
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
So, okay, well, that's amazing. I mean, the way that, you know, relationships work and how they stick.
Absolutely. And it's no different. I mean, even being married, you still need to figure out a lot of these things, right?
And after you get married, now it's not, you know, impressing each other, but keeping it strong.
Oh, yeah.
And that Friday date night, right?
Yes, you need to make time for each other. You needed to make time for yourself. All of those things.
Keeping it alive, the candle, the flame.
That's right. And it just gets brighter and brighter. I can tell you that much.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Better than ever. Better than ever.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes you kind of miss that like falling in love, you know, that first, like,
right, you're done with
like,
the honeymoon stage.
Yeah, you kind of miss the, well, I'm talking about like when you're dating someone.
Okay.
And so being married so long, you kind of miss, like, I kind of miss having those butterflies in my stomach and like,
oh, does she like me? Maybe not.
Yeah, and like, I'll never have that again. Hopefully, you know, hopefully our marriage is forever. And so, but then it's like, no, what we have gained in these 15 years, I would never trade for that butterfly stage again,
right.
you know, because of the effort we've made to create this solid relationship.
Right, and you guys have something beautiful, amazing, and wonderful and fulfilling.
Yeah, it's taken some effort. It's taken some skills, especially on my part. I've done a lot of personal growth, a ton of personal growth to earn that, earn the right to say that. Yeah. Okay,
so let's go back down to the nice guy thing, because I know a lot of people they felt really troubled by it. Like some guy was like, you need skills to impress the ladies. And I was like, okay, true. What kind of skills? And he said, this was Garrett. He said, you need computer hacking skills and Bowman skills. I was like, expound on that a little bit.
Yeah.
So a lot of interesting answers here. And someone, you know, said being the nice guy does finish last because, but it's with the right person.
I like that. That's a great thought.
So if being yourself is not working with that person, then it just wasn't the right deal.
Right, yeah, and that's hard at the time, of course, until they're gonna validate that it's that it's difficult at accepting that and swallowing that. But right, you got it. So, authenticity is so important.
Authenticity. So how do you show? So let's do another tip for the guys, because you know us guys, we struggle a lot, right?
That's right. Shout out.
So how do we? So how do we show the guys? I mean, how us guys? How do we show the girls that we like them, and not be like too forward about it? Because there obviously has to be this like element of mystery that has to be involved, and if not, then you know the girls won't respond, and they'll just kind of just not be interested. Because a lot, you know, this is something I've learned is motion creates emotion. So for example, like you could be this amazing, stunning guy, beautiful, you know, dresses really nice, and then something comes out of your mouth, and all of a sudden, wow, like this guy is, you know,
totally turns you off.
This guy is not what I thought he was. Versus the other, let's say you have the singer, he's got long hair, a couple earrings, then all of a sudden he sings, and boom, like the ladies are falling in love just because of that emotion he created. So let's say how do you let a girl know that you like him, but not, you know, let the cat out of the bag, as you say?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's tuning into her, right? Tuning into her.
What kind of questions do you ask? And tuning into her.
Oh man, I'm such a question person. Like I could just ask like hypothetical questions all day of just, and so that would be really fun. I think an activity of getting to know someone in a way that's not really no pressure, right? You're just
like on a walk or something.
Yeah, go on a walk, or just like what if questions.
What if?
You know, and
like
seeing
what if you had $1 million, or like what?
Sure. What if, or would you rather? Would you rather? You know, would you rather? I don't know what's coming to mind here. Would you rather be on a roller coaster for 2 hours straight, or would you rather have to walk for 2 days and not be able to drive anywhere? I mean, it sounds so silly.
Yeah,
it sounds super silly, but it's like finding those little things out in
like personality traits. Like, would you rather be inside on a Friday night and read a book, or would you rather be at a party and have fun?
Yeah, and
both are fun activities.
And you find things out about this person in a way that's not pressure filled, right? It's just these hypothetical, silly things, but it allows a little bit of intimacy, so that emotion is coming up, so that you are creating that relationship, right? And then that says to her, he's paying attention, right? Everyone wants to be seen, and everyone wants to be seen as they truly are. Okay, the authenticity piece again. And so anytime you can allow her to be seen, right? And that's kind of a vague term, but do you know what I mean when I say to be seen?
Yeah. When they see all your true colors, they see your
Yes.
talents and abilities and what your goals are in life and all of those things.
Yes, and everyone wants to be seen and validated for who they are. Anytime you can.
I think it's one of the important needs, right? One of the needs is to be loved, variety and significance in your life.
And some uncertainty.
And
so that's where that mystery comes in. Yes, uncertainty is actually a need for some. Growth is a need.
That's right.
Yeah, so addressing those in creative and fun ways. I know creativity speaks volumes to me when someone can go out of their way and do something different than, hey, let's get together and
have dinner.
Have dinner and movie. Like, come on, use your creativity.
Everyone does that, right?
Right. Use
your creativity and asking her out and different. So what are some creative things that,
Creative things you could do? I mean, get a picnic basket. And make a picnic dinner and take her up the canyon.
Up the canyon.
Yeah, or just like
that's a good
create
idea.
A little like pulley of will thing with like little notes that like you're sending down to her window.
Oh wow!
It's just do really fun things that aren't
like a fishing pole.
Yeah, fishing pole. Sure.
And, like, throw little rocks at her window. And
be creative. Yeah, just send it to her. You know how fun that would be.
That would be fun.
Yeah, if you can think outside the box, that's how you're gonna stand out, right?
So I'm gonna be driving to her house late at night with my fishing pole.
Sure.
Trying to
Why not?
fishing
and you gotta own it. Like you gotta know that's coming. You gotta act as if that's coming from your heart.
Yeah. So watch out, ladies.
Be creative. Yes.
I'm coming out with my fishing pole.
Creativity goes very far, very far.
Well, okay. So creativity, authenticity, and any other tips for guys to show her that he's interested? I mean, obviously, it's obvious he's interested.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Man, and these days there's so many distractions. Okay. There's so many. Everything's vying for our time and attention. Social media and those alerts on your phone. I mean, it's so easy to get distracted. So if you're with her, be with her. I mean, truly be with her. Present, listening, alert.
Not just a phone call.
Yeah, and it seems really basic to bring that up, but even with the people I work with, this is something I like to cover. When it's time to be with your kids, be with your kids. When it's time to be with your husband and you're creating that in your relationship there, be there.
Separated, dedicated time.
For sure.
Quality time.
Quality time. That means a lot in this day and age when everyone's trying to multitask. Everyone's trying to check their Facebook while they're doing this.
While they're driving and all sorts of stuff. Snapchat and Instagram.
Oh my gosh, it's everywhere. Yeah, and I'm guilty as anyone, but I do try to be more aware of it.
Those are some really good tips. So being creative, authenticity, being yourself, all those have been very good tips. So how about the girls? Let's say let's go on the other side here.
Sure.
And let's say she really likes this guy, but how does she let the guy know? But without letting the cat out of the bag, obviously.
Yeah, I'm kind of old-fashioned. I don't know if this is old-fashioned or weird, but I'm just like believe in honesty. So when I felt right about it, I would just say it. Right? Like I don't want to play. I'm not a game player, and I just want to say it.
So does the game not need to be played?
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
How much game?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, you want
first date, second date.
First date, you're not just gonna jump in and be like,
"I love you.
I love you. You're everything I've been waiting for." Right? You're not gonna do that. I remember my first date with my husband. I wanted him to hold my hand super bad. And I was shocked.
And it was the first date.
Yeah, I was shocked by that because I was like, "This is the first date. Let's settle down."
Yeah.
And he didn't. It took many, dates down the road, but.
But you were ready at that point.
There was a pull there. There was definitely that attraction and that pull to be together.
Yeah. I feel like, sorry to interrupt. I feel like if the girl's like walking like this with their purse, it's like definitely a sign to take her hand. Am I right?
Yeah.
Even if it's the first date.
For sure. And you got to decide. I'm like, do I want to do that? Do I want to do that for the right reasons?
Right.
I know I keep going back to that, but check in with yourself with your motives. So if a girl wants to tell a guy she likes him, then what really? Are you trying to just say, I appreciate you? Are you wanting to just let him know that you appreciate what he's done for you? Are you like truly expressing your like undying love for this person? There's different levels. And so you can decide what you're ready for. But again, I think the creativity thing is an awesome tip for girls as well. Like, go out of your way to stand out.
To stand out.
We're all trying to stand out.
So what are some ways that the girls can stand out?
Yeah. She can decide how to speak authentically from herself, what she enjoys doing. Maybe she likes to be with someone, or he likes to be with someone, so she's showing up for him. Maybe he, I don't know, has an event to go to and he doesn't want to go alone, and his love language is quality time. So maybe she's going to show up and do that, even though that's maybe awkward for her, or uncomfortable or something. She's going to go and show up because she knows that maybe that he would like that. So that requires her to listen, to pay attention, to hear things maybe that aren't said implicit, or they're said implicitly. And so you need to kind of pay attention to those cues, right? Right? There's a lot of cues always going on.
Yeah.
Body language is
Body
huge.
language. Right, she's folding her arms. Not a good sign, right? I mean,
yeah, it's true. Communication is only 30% verbal. And
really?
So 60% is our body language. And if someone's words don't match up with their body language, then the other person's going to believe their body language first. So if there's an incongruency there,
right,
you're gonna go with the body language, right?
So 60% is body language, 30% verbal. What's the other 10%?
The other 10% is gestures, mental things. Yeah.
Okay, like if they're doing like a sneeze or something.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't mean to overcomplicate this. I feel like it's maybe you don't need to think so hard, right? Like you don't need to think so hard. If you're having a good time, how about just say you're having a good time, right?
Okay.
Like
just right in front of her face.
Sure. If people can be authentic like that and operate from love, look how much further ahead our whole society would be.
Oh, seriously. If everyone was just like upfront, honest, and everybody was, transparent.
And then if like it's not going somewhere where you don't want this to develop into a relationship, how about just saying honestly?
Instead of like disappearing, dropping off.
Yes, let's own.
Just so you don't hurt their feelings.
Oh my gosh, let's be done with that. Let's for sure be done with that. Let's own what we are, what we feel, what we want.
I think we need to ask our people, do you agree or disagree? If things aren't going good, should you tell it to their face, or let them know, hey, I don't think this, honestly, that could be really hard. That could hurt.
Yeah,
I mean, you could send someone in tears to the bathroom for weeks.
Well, you're not going to be rude, right?
No,
I'm not going to like rip you to shreds and tell you how awful you are, but I'm going to say, this isn't what I want right now, period.
But she could be like, why? And like it could ruin her.
You got to hold your space, right? You got to hold your space, and you can't control what other people do or say or their emotions.
Right.
And you need to be respectful and kind. There's, always that, but let's just own it. Let's just be honest. Honest.
Okay. Yeah. Has that happened to any of you guys as the audience has gotten a text, hey, this is not working out?
Yeah, let's do it face to face too.
Face
maybe.
to face?
Yeah, I don't know.
From a first date?
Call me old fashioned. I don't know.
Okay. I think most people prefer. I know girls prefer just to disappear.
Yes.
Let's just stop replying.
Yeah, that's not cool in my book.
But
no,
I think let me know if I'm wrong. Most girls, when they're not interested, they just stop replying to all texts and all phone calls, and then it's like, all lines of communication have been severed.
Oh boy, I'd like to talk to some of those people.
Oh, really? I think that's most of the general population. But just because of everyone's so busy with social media and everything that maybe people even forget.
But it's not. That's kind of a chicken exit. Right, when you're like, you're like going on a roller coaster at an amusement park, right? And there's like that last gate, right before you get on the ride. That's the chicken exit. You can get off right before. Right. And not responding, I mean, that's a chicken exit. Let's at least acknowledge.
Yes.
Let's at least set that. So you're not sitting there wondering. You're not sitting there
like,
going,
well, did it have bad breath? Or
yeah.
Like,
what was it?
Yeah. Exactly.
Let's just be honest. Yeah. And be responsible.
Honest is huge.
For sure.
Yeah. And I also had another, now this is interesting. So I've been researching this a little bit, and so for a guy that's showing interest in a girl, how present do you have to be? Does that mean like texting every day, or like texting every so often, or like how important is it to be present if you're pursuing, a girl, for the guys?
Yeah, for the guys. Oh,
because you definitely don't want to be like, oh, he's texting me every day.
Right. Right.
How are you? How are you? How are you? It's
I think you need to mix it up first of all. If you're just like wanting to text every day and be in contact with her every day, just think of other creative ways to do that. Do you want to show up? You want to show up outside of her work? Do you want to do other things that you happen to be where she is? And so it's hard to know. Yeah, in the beginning stages of relationships, you don't want to come across as a creeper, right? Like, but if she likes you, she's going to be charmed by it.
Right.
If she doesn't like you, she's going to be creeped out by it.
That's true, huh? So you're either a charmer or a creeper. Which one do you want to be?
It's absolutely true.
Or maybe you're both. To some people you're a charmer, some people you're a creeper.
Yeah. It can be the same exact actions, but she can decide. She's deciding.
She's deciding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and that's important too, because you shouldn't think of yourself like, oh, if I do this, I'm going to be like the biggest creeper, because someone else out there is going to be like, wow, that guy's like a total stud.
Yeah. And if he just comes, he's open, right? We all want openness and authenticity. So if you just own that, I mean, and own it in a way that you're just talking about it. You're like, hey, dude, I know I'm probably coming off strong, but like, I really like being with you. And
perfect.
So,
no better news than a guy to receive that from the girl he likes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Just own it. Like, own all your quirks. Own it, but address it. Don't own it in a way that you're trying to hide from it. But you address it and you bring it to light, and that could be your magic sauce, right? That could totally be what sparks that relationship into something long term.
Right. I like it a lot. Okay, well, we've had a lot of golden nuggets here. I think we got to get you on the show again sometime. I mean, we just don't have enough of your time here. So, but okay, guys, we're going to open up a little bit and for comments. If you have any questions for Mariah, now's the time. And let's also talk a little bit, recap on your event that's happening next week. It's October 4th. It's on a Wednesday.
Yeah, well, it's a 12-week program.
It's a 12-week program.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 12-week program. It's called Be Mighty Membership. And
Be Mighty? Okay, it's Be Mighty. And tell us more about the 12-week program.
Yeah, so it's some coaching that you get individual help from me, and it's also training on certain topics like overcoming perfectionism, learning how not to be a people pleaser, learning how to live from your authentic self.
Which is what we talked about today.
Yes. It's gaining the skills and the tools, right? It's a lot of how-to. It's not just theory and sounds good, but it's actual tools and habits and routines I teach you to put into your life so that you can live a more wholehearted, authentic life. And be mighty, right? I use that term. Yes, I use that term to stepping into your power and stepping into that space that is so awesome that you have particular gifts and talents like unique to you, and you can bring those to the world in a mightier way.
Awesome. All right, we're gonna see who has commented here, and we've had a lot of engagement. And well, let's see here. All right. How do you encourage your shy son to get started in the dating scene? That's my parent.
That's a really good question. It's hard as a parent because you see your kid and you probably want them to be different than what you're seeing them doing right now. Okay. And so my first reaction to that would be, are you trying to manipulate or control them? Or are you trying to create an environment where they can shine? And so I would ask yourself, why do I think that's a bad thing? Why do I think it's a bad thing that my son is so shy? Because maybe it's not a bad thing. And maybe it's not your job. Okay, I know this is going to sound harsh, but maybe it's not your job to encourage or make sure he has social opportunities. Awesome. Okay, I talk about that a lot with parents. You know, we can't control our kids. Okay. So
that's very good. All right, let's do another comment here. That's the ideal answer to the situation. LOL. This is from Domus. Hey, what's up, Domus? But knowing young adults, the problem is society makes it hard due to miscommunication. Technology makes it easier. So I think he's saying...
Is he addressing like the texting thing? Or?
I think so. Mm-hmm. Explain a little bit more, Domus. I think he's talking about like the whole presence and the texting and young adults.
Okay.
Miscommunication between the two.
Yeah,
I would get the idea out there that you like this person. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, I cut you off.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, in my work and my life coaching, I challenge those thoughts that you're bringing to the table. Okay, so I'm going to challenge you and ask you to dig a little deeper and why you're blaming that on society. Because you just said society makes it hard, right? Well, you're the one that's responsible for your thoughts. It doesn't have to be hard, and you can create it. You create your reality with your thoughts. So if you want to be a person in a relationship that shines and is honest and communicates well, then you step up and you do that. And I mean, I teach people a lot of skills of doing that and skills of, but it's gaining some insight and gaining some knowledge that will get you there. But it doesn't have to be hard. It really doesn't. Perfect.
Yeah, don't blame society on your problems.
Nope.
All right, that was really good, and this has been so instructful. And if you guys have a chance, go to mariahwickham.com and check out the conference, the 12-week program, Be Mighty.
Yep.
We're gonna wrap this up, you guys. So comment below, like, subscribe, and share, and yeah, be mighty. That's what we end with. Be mighty.
That's right. All of us.
Okay. Nice work.
Sweet. Is that what you expected?
Yeah. That was great. And we got to take off our YouTube button.